What's up, people? It's your man, no other than your brother, straight from your mama's basement, Urban Lover. The Lakers beat the Dallas Mavericks. Dallas, not too much really to say about them. Dallas is on the way of basically tanking, hoping to get a lottery pick. I mean, Mark Cuban spoke on this and actually was fine, so we already know where the direction the Dallas Mavericks are heading. Plus, I think the last quarter they actually had like their reserve in, making sure that they really didn't win the game. And at the end of the day, I mean, like I said before, it's not really too much to play for. The Lakers are playing for respect because at the end of the day, losing, it doesn't really matter, but in a way it does. If you understand what I'm saying. The reason why I say that because if you're looking to get free agents, you still want to continue to win games. You want to try to at least get to the 500 mark or close to it as much as possible, so that way it can draw free agents that want to come here. But other than that, I want to point out a couple things. So, Laker film room, he pointed out that every time the Lakers will play the Dallas Mavericks, they're real bad against the Mavericks when they come to guarding the perimeter. I've said this many a times from last year even up to this year. The Lakers are suspect when it comes to guarding the perimeter, especially if you got a team that can actually knock down the shots. When teams are knocking down the shots, the Lakers defense at the perimeter is real bad. But the only reason why that is so bad is because we don't have a dominant center in the middle. If you ever notice when the Lakers do the quick switching or when they go to help out down low, it's because we don't have inside presence to play good defense. Not taking too much away from Brook. Brook is okay, but he's not a dominant defensive center. So at the end of the day, the Lakers will try to go down there and always help him out, or when Julius Randle plays center, they help out. So a lot of times they leave the perimeter guys wide open. And then sometimes the Lakers don't even take shots. Matter of fact, it was a couple plays where a couple games ago, Brook had 5 blocks? My biggest problem with Brook is the inconsistency on defense. And what I mean by that is when you see a lot of guards cutting to the basket for them lower floater layups. Now he blocked one, but a lot of times if you notice, he would just put his hands up, not making a jump, not making an attempt to block, but just put his hands up. Or, the guy just teardrop a shot right over him and he'll just look at it and don't even try to contest the shot. And that's the biggest problem I have with Brook. I don't mind him being slow, but my biggest thing is that on defense, at least try to contest the shots. There's times where he does contest it, and there's times where he don't even contest it at all. Like, he'll just look at it. Julius Randle on some occasions would do the same thing. But, that's, like I said, a couple things that they need to work on. But that also depends on what is the situation with Brook Lopez, at the offseason. I know, not too sure if we're going to re-sign him or not, so we'll see from there, and then we'll talk about that when that time comes. Now, Julius Randle, 9 straight games, over 20 points. The guy's been killing. I said before, the guy deserves a contract. I'm hoping the Lakers look into it and find some type of way to keep Julius. I really would hate to lose him because he brings that old style of basketball back. I mean, and this is what I want to say to a lot of fans, man. This is the level of understanding what I have about basketball. Reason why I say that layups and dunks is a higher percentage than 3-pointers, and here's the reason why. Now I know that the rules change for the N1s, the continuation shots and all that, but then there's plays where they allow that to happen. Now Julius Randle, if you notice, been going through the free throw line at least around about a good 6-7 times per game when he's at his highest, when he's actually playing. So that is just like taking a 3-pointer, because if you think about it, when Julius Randle, if he makes the layup or the dunk and somebody foul him, that's an N1. So that's that's an actual opportunity to go through the free throw line and make a shot. That's why I say that when people say that Julius Randle need to shoot the 3, he don't really need to shoot the 3. As long as he can learn how to work, get a little bit more better offensive wise in the paint, learn how to use the right, learn how to have some low post moves in the paint, he don't really need to shoot 3. He could be a beast inside the paint. A 12-footer, 15-footer is all he need. You don't need him out there shooting 3s. You got enough guys on the perimeter that shoot the 3 anyway. Because you ever notice when Julius Randle go down low, everybody's hovering around the perimeter. There's not too many people cutting. Only once in a while you might see Lonzo Ball cut or KCP cut. But a lot of them guys are not cutting. But anyway, I said it before, and the announcer even said it. I've been saying over and over again. When Julius Randle have a good game, the Lakers feed off that good game. Because to establish the Lakers, you got to establish that inside game. Once we establish inside game, everything else opens up because now teams got to play better defense when they play the Lakers. They can't play that they can't play that zone, or they can play zone a little bit, but they can't really play like double teaming and all that. Because when they double team, these guys are wide open. And these guys are starting to knock down his shots too. So anyway, the Lakers beat Dallas, and like I said, kudos to the Lakers. They won. Kuzma had another good game. Not behind the 3-point, he was 3 for 10, but he still had a strong performance. Back-to-back performance, so that's pretty good. Brandon Ingram first game back from his injury. Didn't look too good, but it was good to see him on the floor. His shot started falling like towards the end, but like I said, it was just good to see him on the floor. And like I told guys, the difference between Brandon Ingram and IT, I know IT ain't here, but if you notice when Brandon Ingram got the ball, he's pushing just like Lonzo Ball. So it takes a lot of pressure off Lonzo Ball because Brandon Ingram runs the floor as well. Brandon Ingram, Julius Randle, Lonzo Ball, all them guys, even Kuzma, when they get the ball, they're out and running. They don't do too many half-court sets. And that's when the Lakers are at their best, when they're actually running up tempo and actually attacking the basket, open up the paint. That way it opens up the shots for the perimeter shots. Like I said, Brandon Ingram looked good. Not really, like I said, not shooting wise, but it was just good to see him out there. He made a couple shots. Julius Randle gave him out a couple passes. They were just moving the ball and they looked good. They actually came down. I think they were down by 13, and I think Kuzma and Ingram and all them guys and Julius Randle, all them guys, man, they just started gelling, and they actually brought the team back from almost losing to the Dallas Mavericks. So it was good to see Brandon Ingram back. Brook Lopez, even though I get on about his defense, he still dropped 22 points. KCP still struggling. Here and there. He don't really take too many shots like usually. Like one night, he'll go off, and there's nights we only take like 6, 7 shots. And I don't mind that because at the end of the day, I said it before at the beginning of the season that KCP was brought in for his defensive abilities, not really for his shooting. But we know that when KCP is hot, he's hot. And when he's hot, you got to feed him because, that's why I say KCP. And I made that video a long time ago. I say KCP remind me of John Starks. Streaky player, that's why I say when he's hot, you got to feed him. But anyway, like I said, a good game against the Dallas Mavericks. Not going to beat on them too bad because one thing I will say, first of all, happy birthday to Luke Walton. It was his birthday, I think it was yesterday. And I was happy to finally see the lineup that I wanted to see on the floor since the beginning of the season. Where Julius Randle at the power forward, Kuzma at the 3, Brook Lopez at the center, Ingram and Lonzo Ball in the backcourt. They only play like they didn't play like that long, but it was still good to see it out there. And I see Luke Walton start to work with it because I'm telling Luke, this is your lineup going forward. If we don't get no freaking free agents, that starting 5. If we decide to go ahead and re-sign Brook Lopez, depending on what else is out there. If not, we just go ahead and roll with Brook. But that starting 5 right there is what you need, man. I'm telling you. Brandon Ingram was coming to his own. Kuzma coming to his own. Kuzma's first year in the league. Brandon's second year in the league. Julius Randle, this is his second year in the league. I don't care what nobody say. I don't count the first 2 years. This is Julius Randle's second year in the league. These guys are starting to gel. Lonzo Ball, once he get the shot started dropping next year, oh my gosh. I'm just telling you that these boys going to be nasty. But anyway, now to the injuries. My gosh, they're piling up. Well, Josh Hart is coming back. They said that he might be able to play against Milwaukee tomorrow. Not too sure. But we'll see. He said he did try 3-on-3 basketball, did pretty good. So hopefully we can get Josh Hart back. Lonzo Ball had I think he was a string contortion or something like that. Let me see real quick what it was. All right, he had a left knee contusion, so he's questionable. He said he felt pretty good before he took the MRI. Now he took the MRI, so that so now he might be questionable for tomorrow. Personally, Mama, just go ahead and if he can't really play, I wouldn't even rush him back. It's the end of the season. We're really not. All we're basically doing now is just letting the young players develop and see what we got going forward. So it's not a big thing to really have him out there on the floor if we don't really need him. IT, man, I get on him a lot, but I feel bad for the brother at the same time. And the only reason why I'm saying this is because he's most likely done for the season. And it's that hip injury, man. And if that hip injury keep bothering him, man, woo, I don't see him actually getting a max contract. That's not going to happen. And that's why I was telling people that, telling fans, I said, he's right now, the Lakers can, re-sign him for $6 million. That's only depending on if we pick up a free agent. But if they don't pick up a free agent, they could give him $10 million, just for common courtesy. But my main priority is Julius Randle. He's healthy. You got to go with Julius before you sign IT. But I do feel bad for IT, man. I know he was trying hard to play and show people that he still got it in order to get a nice contract. August say, young fella, man, you should have got that situation taken care of back when you were in Boston. Instead of playing and waiting on them guys, playing through it, you should have went on and just got that injury taken care of. because now it's affecting your opportunity to make more money. You being loyal to a team that don't give two hecks about you, you know, and at the end of the day, Danny Ainge's gonna look at it just as business. I mean, since Danny Ainge's been in the office, don't get me wrong, I respect his you know, his business side of effect of how he move players around and stuff like that. But at the same time, Danny Ainge will get rid of players in a heartbeat. He don't care. That's why they made a trade for Kyrie Irving for IT, because they knew that IT was hurting. So they're like, you know what? Instead of giving this guy money, let's go ahead and make that move. That's why they jumped on it real quick. But I hope IT gets better, man. I hope that he come back. You know, I think he probably be done for like 4 months. So I'm hoping that he come back and, you know, to be able to play at that level that he played when he was at the Celtics. Like I said, I don't really like him on the Lakers because I know that we can get other shooters, and he don't really fit Luke's system when it comes to defense, only because of his height. But I know for a fact that if he come back strong, he might have a chance to play for another team and he get to start. He might have to start off little. He might only be able to take 8 to 9 million, whatever, and actually prove to that team and show him what he got. Or he can do a year-to-year basic, you know what I mean? So there's different ways they can work around that, man. But I just feel bad for the brother. But anyway, all I want to say right now is I hope that we get to see Thomas Bryant. Don't know. And another fan said that Alex Caruso, you know, wasn't able to come back up because he extended his time, or he played his time in the NBA, so he had to go back to the G League. And I told the guy that's not true, and voila, Alex Caruso was actually there. So just a couple things, man. Like I said, ain't too much really to talk about. I love to see the Milwaukee Bucks. You know, we play them, man. I love to see the Greek Freak. So I like to see what we can do against these guys, and I'm just hoping that well, hopefully, I mean, if Lonzo Ball back, man, we have all our players except for IT. But if Lonzo Ball don't go, we got Brandon Ingram that can run that point. So it's still cool, even though his minutes are down between 23, 25, and they're watching him real closely, which is understandable. But anyway, it's your man, Herbal Lover. Like, share, subscribe, get in the comment section. Tell me what you think, man. Going forward, the development of the players, I definitely will drop. I still got that LeBron James video I'm gonna be dropping, but like I said, I'll probably drop that probably during the time of the playoffs, just to verify some stuff that I've been digging up. But anyway, you guys have a blessed one, man. I've been busy as crap. Matter of fact, I'm dropping this video right now. I'm half asleep, feel like I'm drunk when I'm not. I've been drinking. No, I ain't been drinking, but I'm so tired. I'm so tired. But anyway, y'all have a blessed one. Take care, and somebody sleep for me, please.